Well, hello out there today, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News. Yes, sir. If you're just tuning in and you don't know what Trucker News is, I'm an illiterate trucker. I'm going to try to read the news stories that I think are important to truckers to you and give you a little opinion on them. So, that's what we're doing here. So if you like that idea, hang around. We're getting into it. I'll tell you about the stories we're going to do today. First story is truck driver ejected in crash after being reported for high speeds. Damn. A plan approved for Louisiana I-10 bridge includes hefty tolls for truckers. Ugh, I pay enough in tolls already, I feel like. Fiery semi-truck crash with 7 cars causes major delays. Well, I would think so. The U.S. DOT has called for a ban on predatory towing junk fees, okay, to protect truckers. I like that. A bull hauler was put out of service for 39 cattle that weren't properly branded. Ooh, so Yellow has paid back their $700 million COVID loan. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yes, sir. Semi truck hauling radioactive waste catches fire. Hope you wasn't nowhere near that. FMCSA says it's okay for truck drivers to use cameras instead of rear view mirrors. So let me know what you think about that. And the opinion piece of today, a trucking company sues to overturned suspension after they strike 6 overpasses in 2 years. Oh, yeah. So hang around to the end. We'll get to that. Let's go over some news real quick for you here. Truck driver ejected in crash after being reported for high speeds. A truck driver ejected in a high speed crash is dead after crashing into the side of an overpass. Yes. Sorry to hear that. The accident happened on Wednesday, January 31st in Battle Creek, Michigan. According to the news, prior to the wreck, motorists had called police to report a semi truck traveling at high speeds on eastbound Interstate 94 heading towards Battle Creek. Police say the 26-year-old truck driver lost control of the rig and struck the guardrail just before exit 92. The truck then hit an overhanging exit sign and struck the side of an overpass. So he drove it into the bridge abutment. Ugh. Truck driver was ejected from the truck, died as a result of the crash. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The truck driver's name has not been released, but police say he was from New York. The roadway was shut down until after 3:20 p.m. No further details have been released about the incident. Whoo, man, that's some crazy trucking going on right there. A plan approved for Louisiana I-10 bridge includes hefty tolls for truckers. This week, officials approved a plan to build a new Louisiana I-10 bridge that includes a major toll for truckers. On Wednesday, January 31st, the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development announced the signing of a public-private partnership to build a new I-10 Calahousis River Bridge. I'm not good with those Louisiana names. I'm just going to say it. I'm not good with them. In Lake Charles, for approximately $2.1 billion. I feel like we're pricing ourselves out of the bridge game here. Maybe I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I seen a news article the other day where they're going to build a bridge up in Superior, Wisconsin that's going to cost over $1 billion. And I'm like, $1 billion on a bridge these days? Ooh, can we at least get the bridge abutments correct? When I enter a bridge from the roadway, I shouldn't feel like I'm going through the windshield of my truck. It's like bridge is here, roadway's up here. And then I hit that and feel like I feel like the truck's gonna pause and Waylon Jennings is gonna come out and say some little catchy remark before my truck hits the ground. I mean, some real Dukes of Hazard crap going on these bridges. Anyway, back to the story. Truckers' tolls tapped to fund. Ooh, the truckers are going to fund it, because we got all the money. Uh, ooh, I think we're already the ones paying for the roads, aren't we? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. While the $1.2 billion bridge construction will come from various states and federal funding sources, the remainder of the cost will come from tolling. I thought I told you. That's what they're going to say. According to the proposed toll structure, most of the toll burden will fall on commercial trucks that will pay $8.25 with a toll tag or $12.35 without a toll tag to cross the new I-10 bridge. Local passenger vehicle drivers, on the other hand, will only pay a quarter to use the new bridge. Any profits generated from the tolling system will be used to fund other infrastructure projects in the Lake Charles region and then to reduce toll costs. Nice. Nice. Truckers say the tolls are unfair. Louisiana Motor Transportation Association has spoken out in opposition of the truck tolls proposed on the I-10 bridge. These tolls disproportionately burden the trucking industry with funding the project. For medium-sized carriers with multiple trucks that rely on this route to move goods, the annual tolling costs are calculated to be in the millions. Now, I know you're saying, it's only $8.25. Well, it feels like there's just being more and more of these toll bridges put in. And if you guys don't know, as a trucker, it's like, well, if I have to cross 5 toll bridges a day, there goes $50 out of my pocket, for a day's run. It adds up very quickly. So that's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. Story, get ready. You're fixing to get told. Fiery semi-truck crashes with 7 cars causing major delays. Dammitboy. Crash with a semi-truck and 7 cars caused major backups on a Florida highway. The accident happened February 8th on the Florida Turnpike near I-75, Miami-Dade, Florida. According to the Miami NBC affiliate, the tractor-trailer lost control in the southbound lanes of the turnpike, causing it to crash into 7 other cars on the highway. The semi-truck then crashed into the median and turned over and caught on fire. A real mess, it sounds like. One person sustained non-life-threatening injuries in the wreck and was transported to the hospital. All lanes of the turnpike were shut down as crews worked to extinguish the tractor-trailer fire, clear the wrecked vehicles, and clean up the diesel spilled in the incident. No further information has been released. Damn, that's a hefty bill cleaning that up. The USDOT calls for a ban on predatory towing junk fees to protect truckers. There you go. Maybe the DOT's doing something for us today. The USDOT called for strong protections for the truckers against predatory towing junk fees that can cause costs to skyrocket by thousands of dollars. Yes, is A1 Towing in Memphis watching this? And a comment recently filed on the Federal Trade Commission's the proposed rule banning junk fees. USDOT specifically detailed the ways that predatory towing is hurting the trucking community and asked for actions. The USDOT specifically pointed to deceptive or unfair fee practices used by predatory towers, including hidden fees until the tow is completed, charging for unnecessary or worthless services. Oh, like the shop fees of towing. If you get a tow bill and it's got shop fees on it, you got a right to complain. Um, yeah, but that's what they're going after. It's a good idea, a lot of these where they put that lock on your wheel, that's not even legal in a lot of places. It's like you've got to be notified for 24 hours before they can put that on your truck. But a lot of these places ain't following the rules because they're not enforcing the rules. That's the key to it. Like that A1 towing down there in Memphis, the sheriff's department don't even come out when you call and complain about them now because they're like, well, there's too many complaints about them. How about put them out of business? How about man up, follow the rules, and hold them accountable? Apparently, we're not allowed to do that in this world these days, though. Accountability is not accounted for. Bull hauler placed out of service 39 cattle seized by the Wyoming sheriff. Woo! Over livestock branding. A Wyoming sheriff placed a bull hauler out of service for a variety of violations and seized his load of cattle over questions about their ownership. Oh, wow. According to a statement issued by the Laramie County Sheriff's Office on Tuesday, February 6th, deputies stopped a cattle hauler for going 75 mile an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone on US 85 in Laramie County, Wyoming. The deputy recognized the brands were not in order and called in a Wyoming brand inspector and the Wyoming Highway Patrol for assistance. The truck was placed out of service for safety violations. The truck driver was placed out of service for not having a CDL, insurance, or registration. I mean, this is the ragged shit that's riding down our roads these days. This boy ain't got a CDL, he ain't got insurance, and he ain't even got the truck registered. Yeah. 39 cows were on the truck, were seized by the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, continues to investigate their ownership. Criminal charges are expected. The law enforcement said we're recently trained our deputies in commercial vehicle enforcement and livestock branding inspection. That's a big deal in Wyoming. I watched some YouTube channels where they're ranching in Wyoming, and you've got to have your brand on your cattle to claim ownership. That way, no cattle rustling and whatnot. I don't know. I got a lot of time on my hands. What can I say? Um, um, the Laramie County Sheriff's Office said great team work for the safety of our roads and cows. Yeah, I'm glad they got the guy off the road. I mean, no CDL, going 10 mile an hour over the speed limit, no registration, no insurance. Yeah, he's a real menace. Get that crap off the road. Jeez Louise. Too many stories like that here lately. But continue on. Bankrupt trucking company Yellow repays controversial $700 million COVID loan. They only had to sell everything they ever owned to pay it back. They sold all their terminals and just barely had enough money to pay it back. If you don't remember, I made videos about this. I was very against it. I don't think our government should be loaning money. Just a thing I think, you know, um, that's just how I see it. I think loaning money should be a privatized thing, and especially not to my damn competition. Stop giving loans to my competition, government. On Monday, bankrupt trucking company Yellow announced the repayment of a $700 million loan issued by the U.S. government during the pandemic. Yellow repays CARES loan in full. They say LTL carrier Yellow Corporation said on February 5th that the company has fully repaid the $700 million coronavirus aid, relief, and economic security loan with $151 million in interest. Here's the thing. If they hadn't had to file bankruptcy and pay back the money with interest from the sale of those terminals, then the government would have, we the people would have never gotten our money back. I'm so against stuff like this. U.S. Treasury also received 29% of the Yellow stock, totaling 15.9 million shares, worth approximately $72 million. Ooh, little bonus on top. I mean, who's lining up to buy Yellow stock these days? Anybody out there own Yellow stock? I don't even know if I don't think it's publicly traded. I know it's still publicly. You can still look up the price, but I'm not sure what market they're trading that on these days. The repayment demonstrates Yellow's absolute commitment to fulfilling its promises to taxpayers. No, no, that does not fit through my bullshit filter. I got a very fine micron filter on my bullshit filter. Nothing gets through it. Very little, very little. And anything Yellow says ain't getting through it. Yellow had to do this because they went bankrupt. If the government would have loaned them another 200 million, they'd have took it. It's just the type of company they were. Whoever was running the show over there was running her into the ground with them bonuses and whatnot. So, and if you don't agree with that, fight about it in the comments down there. Semi-truck hauling radioactive waste catches fire. Semi-truck hauling radioactive waste catches fire on interstate in Tennessee Monday afternoon. The accident happened on February 5th in Nashville, Tennessee, about 2:20 p.m. on Interstate I-40 at mile marker 204. Damn, that is downtown. At the White Bridge Road exit. Nashville fire crews are working to fully extinguish a fire of a semi-truck which carrying hazardous materials. Um, Traffic in the immediate area had been blocked off. The department went on to report that hazardous materials considered low-grade radioactive waste. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's low grade. It's on fire. Don't worry about it. It's low grade. And did not escape its packaging. The incident caused the traffic back up for miles. Yeah, I bet Nashville at freaking 5 in the afternoon. Oh, man, I can only imagine what that looked like. Oofda. Oofda. FMCSA says okay to truckers using cameras instead of rear view mirrors. Ooh. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration approved a petition that allows motor carriers to operate with certain video camera technologies in place in place of rear view mirrors. Woo, I'm buying mine tomorrow. Damn, come on. These stupid mirrors. Who needs stupid mirrors? I mean, it's just something for damn Amazon to rip off when they swerve into my lane going down the road. That petition for a regulation exemption filed by Michigan-based electronics company Stone Ridge Inc. has renewed, allowing truckers operating with the company's Mirror Eye camera system to use that technology in place of rearview mirrors. There you go. Is anybody willing to use that? Is anybody willing to get rid of their mirrors and just say, okay, I'm only going to use cameras? Because things happen, things go wrong. I was going through Philadelphia about 3 months ago, and the lens, I had a bump in the road, and the lens on my passenger side mirror came off. And let me tell you, operating a truck with no way to really see what's on the blind side, I did have hood mirrors and spot mirrors, so I could safely get onto the shoulder to, put a bunch of zip ties on my mirror to hold it on till I could get a new one. But let me tell you, when your camera goes out, that's all you got. So I don't know if I'm willing to jump on that just yet, but I don't know. I see a lot of these big carriers. Maverick is big into that. KLLM's big into that. They still got their mirrors, but they're testing the that thing above the door, and the tablet right here on the A pillars. I don't know. Let me tell you. Let me know what you think down in the comments. All right, folks, we made it to the opinion piece of the day. Let's get after it. Trucking company sues to overturn suspension for 6 overpass strikes in 2 years. British Columbia Trucking Company is suing transportation officials in a bid to return to the road after their fleet was grounded in the wake of a December overpass strike. Trucking company Showen Freight Forwarders Ltd. has sued BC's Ministry of Transportation, yeah, this is in Canada, to resume normal operations. According to the report from CBC, the company says that they've lost millions waiting for transportation officials to respond following an overpass strike in December. I would be more concerned about hitting all those bridges. How much did that cost you? You know what I mean? Um, Chohan Freight Forwarders, a family-run business operating 65 trucks, was suspended during December 28th after one of the company's trucks traveling south on Highway 99 in Delta, BC, struck the 112th Street overpass, leaving a girder wedged underneath, causing significant damage to the structure. The BC Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure said that this was the 6th overpass strike in 2 years involving Chohan Freight Forwarders trucks. The agency opted to suspend the company's safety certificate effective January 29th, meaning that the entire 65 truck fleet has been unable to operate since that time. Following the crash, Cohan's Freight Forwarders said that the fault was with an owner-operator, not a company driver, who failed to wait to receive his permit and route directions for oversized load. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's a company driver. They got your numbers on the side, Cohan. That's how that works. That's the risk you take hiring owner-operators. I would make them a deal because I'm the Kenny Rogers of trucking regulations over here. I would say, here's the deal. We'll let you back on the road, but here's the deal. Okay, I'm Howie freaking Mandel. I would say, if one of your trucks, owner operator company, I don't care, if somebody's got your numbers on the side of their truck and they hit a bridge in the next 1 year, you will shut down operations forever. That would be my deal with them. That's just what I would do. Um, yeah. So, in a lawsuit filed by the BC Supreme Court, Chowan Freight Forwarder says that they're currently stuck in suspension waiting for their safety certificate to be officially canceled. While a cancellation could be appealed, a suspension cannot, leaving the company in a state of limbo. Meanwhile, Chowan Forwarder says they are losing about $1 million per week, in the addition to losing clients and contractors. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think, hey, you hit 6 bridges in 2 years. Maybe they should suspend you. Maybe they should cancel you at that point. That's a pretty bad record. I mean, we got to say, that's pretty damn bad. I don't know, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I much appreciate it. Take care of each other out there. That's a damn order. And remember, people are more important than trucking. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. Quick, I just want to remind everybody about the Mudflap app. If you're not using Mudflap, check it out, download it. It should be part of your fueling program. It's a free app. Go download it from the Apple or Android store. You sign up using credit card or bank account. No credit checks, nothing like that. No fuel card needed. Get yourself huge discounts on fuel. I buy about half of my fuel through it right now. It's an amazing free app. It's 100% legit. Sign up using my promo code there, and I'll get $10 in free fuel. You'll get $10 in free fuel. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.